Hi, I'm Stacy with Garden Design. Do you want to attract more pollinators to your garden? Hummingbirds, butterflies, bees, and other pollinators are becoming rare sights due to the widespread use of pesticides and a dwindling supply of nectar-rich flowers that they rely on for food. But fortunately, you as a home gardener can help reverse this trend by creating a pollinator habitat in your own garden. And the best part, you don't need a lot of space to do it. Because even if you lack garden space, you can still create a habitat that supports pollinators by filling a decorative planter with the right plants and keep it in a sunny spot on your deck, patio, porch, and even window boxes. Growing a pollinator garden is pretty easy to do once you know the right plants to use and how to provide the best habitats for them. So today, I'm sharing 7 simple tips to attract more pollinators to your garden, plus some of my favorite easy care flowers that I grow here in my Zone 6A garden in northern New Jersey that attracts pollinators. Native plants are essential because they have evolved alongside local pollinators, making them perfectly adapted to each other. These plants provide the necessary food sources and habitats for the native pollinators in your area. So how can you identify what's native in your region? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In the video description below, you'll find some helpful resources that will guide you in selecting the right native plants for your garden. And if you're not sure what's native in your area, we'll link resources in the description below. It's important to have a variety of blooms and bloom times in your pollinator garden. Different pollinators are attracted to specific flower shapes and colors. By offering a diverse range of blooms, you'll be able to attract a wider array of pollinator species. It's also essential to avoid double flowers as they often lack the necessary nectar and pollen that pollinators seek. When it comes to planting for pollinators, grouping plants together in masses is more effective than having individual plants scattered throughout the garden. Mass plantings create larger visual targets and provide more abundant food sources, attracting a greater number of pollinators. Additionally, ensure your garden is located in a sunny spot as many pollinators are energized by sunlight. Pollinators get pretty thirsty, so it's important to offer a water source so they can take a quick drink. A shallow bird bath with pebbles placed inside will offer landing spots and resting areas for insects and birds. Be sure to refill the bird bath regularly to ensure a fresh and clean water source for your pollinator friends. But pollinators need more than just food and water. They also require shelter and nesting sites. Consider incorporating elements like a small brush pile or wood pile in your garden. These spaces provide safe havens and resting areas for pollinators to take shelter from harsh weather conditions. Additionally, installing bee houses can attract bees that are excellent pollinators. And this one is probably the most important thing that you can do as a home gardener. Avoid using pesticides in your garden. Pesticides, even those labeled as bee-friendly, can have unintended harmful effects on pollinators. Instead, opt for natural pest control methods such as companion planting or introducing beneficial insects to maintain a healthy balance in your garden. Many pollinators, such as butterflies and bees, rely on the stems and foliage of perennial plants for overwintering and shelter during the colder months. By leaving these plants standing until late winter or early spring, you provide vital protection and nesting opportunities for them. The dried flower heads and seed pods can also serve as a valuable food source for birds throughout the winter. So resist the urge to tidy up your garden too soon and allow these natural elements to support the pollinators and wildlife that depend on them. And to give you a few ideas of what you can plant in your pollinator garden, here are 10 of my favorite easy care flowering plants that pollinators love in my northern New Jersey Zone 6A garden. Oh, so pretty. Now that we've covered all the essentials for starting a successful pollinator garden, you'll be well on your way to creating a thriving sanctuary for them. And that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me in the garden today. I'm Stacy with Garden Design. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy a beautiful day.